chosen ones, empaths, and all the authentic individuals that might not identify as a chosen one or empath just yet. You gave them everything. You gave these narcissists that are involved in your life everything and more. And you need to just understand the nature of the narcissist. You can give and give and give, and they'll take and take and take and take. But they don't appreciate what it is you have to offer. They don't appreciate what it is. They'll always nitpick and find fault in what you do. They'll always put you down. They'll always devalue you. And this ending of the relationship, them cutting you off, discarding you, however you want to view it, it is a blessing on your part. It is a real blessing, because not only are you going to reap loads of benefits by you leading this path in your life without them, and I know it might not seem like that now, but you're heading on a path without them, okay? And this path is a path that's for you. It's you're not meant to be on a path with them. This is the way that the universe wanted it, God wanted it, however you want to say it, right? The nature of the narcissist is they get ideas in their head throughout the duration of the relationship. They look at other suppliers for answers, and I'm not trying to trigger any of you here, but they had it in their minds where they thought other options were better. Okay? For a brief period of time, they believed other options were better. Okay? Or alternatively, I have to point this out as well, or alternatively, you caused a lot of narcissistic injuries during the relationship, and this is more or less like a revenge. Okay, it's like one big game to them, and they're trying to get revenge, make you jealous, stuff like that. Okay, but either it's them transitioning to a new supply and cutting you off or discarding you. But as someone put in the comment section, it actually sets you free. Okay, which I found was quite profound, quite a profound statement to say. It's a good statement to say. It's actually you being set free. But they do realize, this is the thing, they do realize very, very quickly that they've made a stupid decision. And that's why oftentimes you've had Hoovers very soon after, and they're temperament checkers, like I always say. Remember, these Hoovers don't have to be a direct Hoover, like I want you back and a declaration of love and an acknowledgement of the error of their ways. That doesn't have to be what a Hoover is like, okay? It could be anything from a hi, how are you, to I've left something at your house, to a fake profile, to anything weird behavior. It could be someone put in the comment section today that they got someone said, hi, is that so-and-so? And it wasn't their name. And that could be a Hoover from the narcissist. Like, these are the types of behaviors that may have gone over your head early days on. I've only just mentioned a few. There's plenty more to choose from, but anything like that, some sort of interaction that they tried to, even if it was from a guy, a disguise of them coming from a fake profile and you knew it was them, right? These are all Hoovers, and they do this. This shows that you're still weighing on their minds very early on. Like, so when you could be thinking, oh, I'm forgotten, they're gone on with their life, it shows that they're still thinking about you and you're still prominently on their minds, right? You're still on their minds. But they realize it's a bad move. To put it quite straight, they realize they made a bad move. They realize they made a bad move doing this type of behavior. They a lot of them line up supplies, and what they don't take into an account is when they're talking to this new supply, that might not have happened in your circumstance, but a lot of the times they have a new supply lined up because they don't want to risk being without supply. So they have this new supply lined up, but it seems more glamorous and more glittery and glamorous, right? Like that new supply, because it's built off the back of your relationship, because they're doing things in secret, because they're going behind your back, because they're doing these things, okay? That seems more appealing to them. But once you're out of the picture, that relationship's dead. It was built off the back of you. There's never going to be a level of trust. Narcissists don't trust, really. They struggle to trust anyway, but They knew where they was at with you. They had a certain level of trust with you. They're not going to feel that same way with this new supply. To stay informed on topics like these, subscribe to the channel. To become a supporting member, please visit ZionMembership.com. They're not going to feel the same way with this new supply. That's not the only thing. You're on a completely different level to this new supply. You're on a completely different level, and they realize so quickly that they've made a mistake. And in terms of a timeline, you've got to realize that when the narcissist does the cutting off, the discarding, the setting free, they go through something called the fade and effect bias, where all of the negative things that they had in their mind about you, right, for to make their reason for why they're doing this justifiable, right, in their heads, even though it's not justifiable. They have the fade and effect bias, and that will kick in within several weeks. They'll start remembering the good times, the so-called good times. They'll start to forget the bad things. And it shows that you're on the mind. This even happens in non-narcissistic relationships too, but the narcissist that was involved in your life is not exempt from experiencing this. And also, after maybe a couple of months, they'll go through dumper's remorse. But remember, like I say to you, they're not going to tell you they're going through these emotions. They're not going to tell you they're going through these emotions. A lot of them won't. Some of them might. I can't rule it out. Some of them might actually tell you and say they've made a mistake. They'll try and hoover you back. They'll say they've made a mistake. The new supply is not worthy or whatever, right? They'll tell you. But a lot of them are not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. Why are they going to tell you and put themselves in a vulnerable position and make themselves look stupid because they made a bad move, right? It's a bad move. You should know this in yourself, right? When someone is going to walk out of your life, right? You should have okay, get on with your life. Because you should know where you're going. And you should know that you're on the right path, right? You should know that your path is the right path, right? And people that are on your path with you, right? And you can tell other people that are on the right path, but you can know enough about this narcissist. You can know they're a liar, they're a deviant, they're a phony, they're a fake, they're a snake, to know that that's not really a path that's righteous. That's not really a path that's a good path to be on. What the life that they're leading, cheating, going with new supplies very quickly, like, it's obviously and blatant that that's not the ideal path to be on. So you can sum that up and say, no, you're on the right path. Them exiting your life is them losing their path, right? Or also just call it a divine separation. Just the same way you're brought together for a divine intervention, it's a divine separation now taking place. This is what's happening, right? This is what's happening. You're being separated. But see it as what it is. Like, you're on the right path. They've made a bad move. Like, why do you need to try and bridge that gap or chase after them? Even if you have, don't worry about it. It's the natural thing that you'll do. The natural inclination is like, you're trying to solve the problem. Don't worry about it. You just need to get on with focusing on your own life, stay in no contact, not contacting them, leaving them to do their thing. It's just as powerful. But you should have a knowing in yourself that you're treading the right path, right? You knew what good intentions you had for them in your life together, right? You had a vision in your mind of where you saw your life was going with this individual. They don't want to be part of that. They're on the path that's going astray, right? And their behavior shows it. Their behavior is the proof, and it shows it. They're liars, they're phonies, they're deviants, they're snakes, right? That path, maybe it's God or the universe not wanting that person to be on the same path with you. They're not worthy to even walk the same road as you in life, right? Maybe for a set time they were allowed to, but now time has called and they're not allowed to be on that path with you. So it might seem like they're the one that cut you off or discarded you, but really it's you that has the final discard when you decide to never let them back into your life again. It's you that has the blessing from it. It's you that's going to take blessing from it. They're not taking blessing from the separation. It's you that's taking blessing from the separation. Just because they got someone new doesn't mean they've been blessed with someone new. Like, they got some dusty new supply. It's you that's been blessed with the separation, and you being without them. Okay? So never be down about anything about that. And never be down like missing them, and there's no point. You know, they know they've made a bad move, right? It's obviously a bad move. And all of their actions leading up to the point of when they did cut you off or discard you or set you free was a bad move as well. They like all of their deviant behavior, all of it together. This is the cycle that they're on. They're not on a righteous path, these people, and they're not meant to be going where you're going. So trust in that process. Flip the dynamics around and trust the path that you're on. You don't need them in your life to feel worthy or anything like that. So thanks for listening today. To enhance your experience, have access to unseen videos, go to zionmembership.com. To donate to the channel, you don't have to, but any support will be greatly appreciated. You can find the links in the description box below. And if you'd like to know more about They Don't See Your Value Till It's Too Late, click this video here, and I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.